In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Claude Code to build a real website from scratch. So we're going to dive straight into it. So first step to build a website with Claude Code, obviously we need to download it. So we're going to go on VS Code. We're going to search that in our browser, open up VS Code, download it for your device. So for my case, for the Mac. And then once that's installed, we're going to open up VS Code. And on VS Code, we now need to install Claude Code for VS Code. So we're going to press the extensions button. I'm going to search up Claude. It's going to come up with Claude Code. It's the one with the blue tick and it says Anthropic. And we're going to install this. Once you've installed Claude Code, you're going to need to restart VS Code. So it's going to close out of that and reopen it. And now you're going to want to press Open File. For this demo, we're just going to open a file called Claude Demo. You can name it whatever you wish. We're going to open this folder. Then we're going to press this icon here. This is how you're going to open up Claude Code through VS Code. We can close these brains as we don't need them. And then it's going to prompt you to sign into your Claude account. If it's your first time, you're just going to follow the instructions it gives you. Once you're signed in, you're going to come back to this page. Here is where all of your files will be. And here's where you can interact with Claude Code. So for me, the best results building websites is to first go in ChatGPT. You can use whichever language model you prefer. And we're going to give ChatGPT a quick prompt. And we're going to ask it to give us a prompt to give Claude to make us the website. So I'll be back with you once I've typed out the prompt. Okay, so I've just done the prompt now. I'm building a website for my business with Claude Code. Give me a prompt to give Claude to give me a modern cool website. I needed to have a form for customers to fill out too. So we're just going to enter this and we're going to see the prompt that it gives us. So I'll be back with you once ChatGPT has given us our prompt. Okay, so GPT has now given us the prompt. So we're going to copy this. Obviously have a read through for your case and check everything's aligned with what you wanted. So now we're going to take this into Claude and we're going to enter plan mode. We're going to enter the prompt and also we're going to also add this to the bottom. So when you first use Claude, it's not going to have any skills. So you're going to need to build these skills over time. So what we're going to do is tell it to do some research to find the skills you need to ensure this site is possible. Install skills. Okay, so once we've added this to the bottom, we're just going to press send. And then plan mode, and it's going to start planning. So plan mode, it's not going to make any changes, install anything. It's just going to have a look and it's going to start planning the project before it builds it. So I'll be back with you once it's done planning. Now, while I'm planning, I just want to go over a bit more detail while we told it to go find the skills. Because as I said, when you first use Claude, it's just going to use the base model. But Claude can access and do its own research to find skills which help it do a job better, such as website building. Whereas if you just tell it to do with its basic skill set, it's going to come out with something quite bland or boring, like these basic AI sites you might see. But if you go tell it, I want this feature, go research and find me a skill to do this, it will do that. All you need to do with Claude is just tell it what you want, tell it to go find how to do it, and give it permission. Okay, so it's finished planning. It's given us the plan over here. We can go read through it, check if we're happy with everything. It's going to tell us the structure, the different sections, the different animations, the architecture, implementation order, so how it's going to build it, different phases. And if we're not happy with anything, we can just tell Claude to change it here. And if we are happy with everything, we can just press yes and auto accept. Okay, so as we're happy with everything, we're just going to press yes, auto accept. And we're going to put it on bypass permission modes, which means instead of asking us questions, it's just going to go ahead and build it. Now, sometimes in plan mode also, this time it didn't, but it will ask us some questions where you just need to tick the box if it needs some clarifications for things. and then it will continue planning or building. And as you can see in bypass permission mode, it's done the checklist, and now it's going to slowly tick these things off until eventually the site is finished being built. So I'll be back once it's done building the site. While it's building, you'll see the left side slowly fill with the different files that it's adding and installing. Okay, so Claude is finished building the site, so let's open it up. This is locally, by the way, so it's only on your laptop. This won't work on any other device. It's got the business name. It's looking quite modern. All of this built completely by AI without much information provided about the business. Obviously, if you have images for your brand or your business, you can tailor it more specifically to your business. This is just off what Claude felt like building with the minimal information it was given towards branding. It's just done research on AI businesses and added anything relevant to the site. So it's got statistics, it's got different services that it provides, the stages of the business, what the actual result is, examples, so case studies, and then the most important part, the form where clients can actually fill out and become a lead. So this form at the moment won't be connected to anything. However, in future video, I'll show you how to connect the back end and the form. And then FAQ. So as you can see, it's quite a solid site with minimal details provided. So in future videos, we'll be showing how to build the back end for the form. So the form is actually filled out into a sheet, and you're notified when a lead fills out this form with their details. And you can even add a auto response email, and also how we can launch this site so it's actually online available for anyone to access. But from the minimal information provided, you can see it's built quite a solid modern website. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see more things like this. And if you need any help with any of the steps, comment down below where you got stuck or DM me on Instagram.